Okay, so we're just about to set off for day 2. Got everything back in the boat. I've got a lovely bite on my knee. Look at that. That's a perler, isn't it? Are you on, Ollie?
On, mate.
Let's go.
So we're still on the Derwent. It's forked off now, we're just going past low marshes and there's a very strong wind behind us which is helping Carl. As you can see, he's using his sail. He was getting a bit tired anyway, so the wind is a welcome bit of help. How are you doing, Carl? It's like flying a kite almost. It's really working. So here we can see Carl using his sail for the first time at the trip. How's it going, Carl?
Going alright. It's a bit more wind again.
Yeah, we're a bit sheltered now by this tree behind us, I think. That one there. You had a good run there.
It was quite a good run.
Quite a distance.
Nice one at last.
Yeah. And now we're heading back again, where the current wants to take us.
This is my actual favourite tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
If the wind's against us, then the bit that should be the nice bit ends up not being the nice bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit of bloody nuisance. Oh.
Well, you certainly might not be able to use your sail tomorrow, but...
No, that's near the wrong direction. as you'll have seen from the video, there's quite a lot of areas like this where stuff has come down over narrow aspects of the Derwent. We've come to the worst one so far, and Ollie's just trying to clear a path through by breaking branches, but his SUP is still dragging. I'm tempted to just turn around. He reckons it's clear up ahead, but it really doesn't look like it. It looks like jungle. Welcome to the Amazon. Well, that's as far as we're going up the Derwent. I literally couldn't get through. Oliver managed to get through on his SUP, but the QE2 of kayaks, it was too big, too wide, and there was too much under the water root system stuff that was just utterly blocking the path. So I'm just waiting now on Ollie coming back through. I've managed to reverse out, and I'm just waiting for him to come back. Ollie does demonstrate excellent firewood grading skills. Good work, Mr. Webb.
Thank you very much.
Look at that, graded to perfection. Take him camping anytime. We might have company tonight.
What?
So here's tonight's setup. The tarp is a little close to the hammock, and however it will keep the wind at bay, which is coming from that direction, but it's just the location of it. I guess sometimes you find an ideal setup and sometimes you don't, and that is a 4x3 tarp, and I've had to shape that end there to make it into a 3x3 for tonight, but it's all good. And then there's Ollie with his little tent. Well, that's not actually Ollie. Ollie's just coming back here armed with his baby wipes after having had a big poop. He's all done. He's a bluted.
Feel better now.
Feel better. Feels much better.
Ready for dinner.
And the stove's going so that he can cook his dinner. How cool is that? And there's his dinner. Classic stewed steak.
Oh no, you're forgetting the main part. Yorkshire puddings.
And Yorkshire puddings. What a class act. I just can't follow that. I just can't top it. I had a salad. Not quite the same, is it? Been an interesting trip, this one, so far. Because so far I've lost my billy can lid, I've lost the pin out my stove, and then kind of got stuck upriver as well. So Yes, it's a trip of minor mishaps. I think we might call that minor mishaps up the. Oh no, that sounds rude. So Ollie's come up with a new food group, the Yorkshire Kebab. If only there was roast beef in between each one, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? The proper Yorkshire Kebab.
Well, I've got some stewed steak.
Yeah, well, that looks like dog food.
And some peas. I think it's pretty good for camping.
It's good camping fodder.
High-end fodder for
high-end
for wild camping like this.
Oh, I can just see this is going to really take off in the kebab shops in York.
Do you know what? Actually, that's a great idea. You know, it really would.
It would actually, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Do you remember the Yorkshire pudding wraps? They took off, didn't they?
Yeah. And if you did something like
Yorkshire pudding kebab.
Yorkshire pudding kebab with beef and potatoes, beef and potatoes on it, something like that. Oh, it'd be so good. You know, roasties, beef and roasties.
So you get like a kebab stick like this. You take the puddings off and dip them in your pot of. You could serve it as almost like a soup.
I'm making myself hungry now. Filthy, absolutely filthy. I haven't talked about this little thing yet. It's a water filter, and considering we're by a river, I actually decided this time that I wasn't going to bring much water with me, although I did freeze some pouches which are in my cool bag here, which have now defrosted, so I could effectively use these. I bought a load of these lightweight pouches to stick wine in and other sort of like liquids. I've got meths in one of them for my burner. They're just so lightweight, and yeah, so I froze some of those as ice packs for my cool box. So I did have that water, but I wanted to actually try this filter out, and it's brilliant. So all you do is you dunk the long end of the pipe actually in there in the water, and then squeeze the pump and then point that end into the bottle. So I've just done my water for tomorrow, and yeah, it's great. It just means you don't have to cart so much water with you when you go somewhere where there's already loads of water. Looks great with the reflections. We're currently talking bollocks around the fire, but it's so pretty. Look at that shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually never counted them. It is a template shield. That shield at the back.
Less than a template.
You no. 9 just no.
There's a few people that have got 6 plates, but you know, amateur really.
Amateur.
Anything less than a template, and you're not a bushcraft.
A template isn't a template. Do you see what I did there? That was dreadful. I'll go back to drinking. But yeah, it's lost that kind of look that it had earlier, where the flames seem to be zipping around the thing, but it's just because it's dark now. Let's actually pan up. Look at that sky. Oh, actually, that's coming out really good. Look at that.
Yeah, that's great.
And that light in the distance, there's a farmhouse on the left-hand side there. I keep looking at that one straight ahead centre screen now that you're looking at, and I'm not sure it's twinkling. It's not actually twinkling. It's behind some trees, and there's actually 2 of them, one left and one right. And I keep thinking it's a car driving towards us, but it's not.
Do you think it's a house on a hill or something?
It could be.
But then there's a few more lights. But if you look at that one, I'm going to point to it with a stick.
Pointy stick.
I love the fact that you can just see one light on that house there, in that whole farmhouse.
Yeah.
There's that one left-hand side window that's lit up, and I love that.
That lit up. Did you notice when that lit up? It lit up early. Did you see that bat? It just flew straight in front of the lens.
I've seen a few, but yeah.
That lit up early doors, and before it got dark, and it's, you know, that's the one that's just sort of gradually got brighter and brighter as it got darker and darker.
That's the heart of the home, I'm guessing. That's the farmhouse.
Yeah, that'd be the kitchen.
That must be
kitchen diner.
The kitchen diner, or maybe the living room.
Kitchen lounge, yeah, something along those lines.
Kitchen lounge, yeah.
But yeah, it's a beautiful skyline tonight.
Stunning.
Go on then, give me some clouds, Ol. In case you're not aware, viewers, Ollie's a balloon man. He's the balloon boy, and he knows all about clouds and stuff because he has to. Meteorological stuff. Go on.
Yeah, so
right.
They look, these clouds here.
Yeah.
Hey, the stick works, doesn't it?
It does. It points.
I feel like I'm doing like a kind of presentation in school or something. These clouds here look at the moment like venticular clouds, which is what you get around mountains quite often when it's very windy or high up altitude. And they kind of look like UFOs. They're very flat and kind of
but I think they're just cirrus clouds that have, that have.
So they're not serious clouds.
They're not. They were earlier on today.
They were earlier.
There was a few of these that were quite serious earlier on today when it was thermic and they were like bubbling up.
Yeah.
But they've flattened off now because it's the evening. And it looks to me like they're cirrus clouds that are just flat and just pretty calm. The atmosphere's very stable, the wind's dropped.
Yeah, it has.
And you can usually, when the wind drops out, if you look at the sky and the clouds that have been around in the day, quite often you see them flattening out. And that's what's happened, I think, to these clouds here.
So I'm going to use my finger in the way. What's this area here? Right? So the big grey area there.
Yeah. That cloud's much higher. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I don't know if you can pan up to the sky. So you can see they're alto cumulus clouds that are really high up, but I don't know if they don't really come in through very well on this. But where you can see, it's kind of looks like candy floss or like little cotton buds. They're really high clouds.
Right.
Usually a sign. You usually see them clouds when it's kind of settled, calm conditions. Usually during high pressure.
Right.
When there's high pressure around.
Before they drop to become rain clouds somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it'd never rain from that height.
No. But it'd be freezing if it came from that height.
It'd be freezing and then But yeah, I don't know. I can't really say much more. I've not actually looked at the forecast to say what's happening now. But that cloud that you mentioned, that line of cloud that you can see there is there. That's high. That's very high.
It is high, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Well, I hope you learned something. I did. It's been quite fascinating chatting with Ollie about clouds and stuff this weekend.
Hey, you see this bird out hunting? Is that an owl? You see that? Oh. You got it? That's an owl.
Yeah, can you see that flying across?
No, hang on.
Yeah, it's flying level. It is an owl. Wow. Unfortunately, you wouldn't have seen much of that because it was very small on the screen. Anyway, yeah, so the plan is tomorrow is to get up relatively early. We're setting off, the aim is to set off before 9 because we've got about 12 miles to do. Well, 12 miles according to mine, 17 according to Ollie's sat-navy stuff, GPS stuff. So we'll see, but yeah, it should be good because we're actually rowing downstream, paddling downstream, so it should be a bit easier, hopefully. And I will just leave you with this beautiful flame licking around my feet. Does life get any better?